Hello and welcome to a definitely heavily awaited, by me at least, early review of God of War. So, just before I jump in, I am about, I want to say, 4-ish hours into the game. So, not like near the start or anything, but definitely in spoiler territory. So, if you want a spoiler-free review, I can't obviously promise that. I'm probably going to run into story stuff, but hopefully there'll be nothing major. So, obviously, there's a ton of options actually in the game. You can change all of this on or off, and you can actually turn the HUD on or off. You can do normal, immersive, which basically means that only critical HUD elements are going to be displayed. I think that's a really nice addition to the game. More games need to do that. Obviously, camera tweaks, all the usual stuff here. But as you can see, there's a graphics mode. Now, I am playing on a vanilla PS4. The PS4 Pro is at Paul's house and he's away at the moment. But I have turned motion blur all the way off because I hate motion blur. So there is that, and obviously the usual accessibility and all that. What I will do before we start, however, is turn the subtitles on for your guys' benefit. So let's go in, shall we? So, here we are in the game, and the first thing that you undoubtedly notice is that it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, we kind of saw this a little bit in the trailers, but I don't know, the trailers didn't really do it justice, really. I mean, just look at that. That just looks incredible. Honestly, big round of applause for Santa Monica Studio for making this game just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I will just say quickly before we move on to where we're supposed to be going.
I wonder if Sindri knows his sky mover is tangled with roots up here.
I doubt it.
So how's he going to get it to work?
I do not care.
As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Atreus there. I will admit that I was skeptical about this game when I saw it, when I saw the gameplay. Like, I was really hyped to be seeing Kratos again. How do I get this, I wonder? Maybe I have to come down from up here? That wouldn't really make a lot of sense. I'll come back to that, but yeah, I was skeptical just because, like, it's not like God of War, the original games was perfect or anything by any means, but the reason that I really liked them, one of the reasons that I really liked them was the frenetic, fast-paced, chaotic gameplay. You know, why the weapons were called the Blades of Chaos, because everything was very just fast-paced. Obviously, we've got dealing with a much slower gameplay style than previously. How do you, like, seriously, how do you get this? This is just upsetting to me. How do you get this? Am I missing something? Is there like a power I need to get? I mean, it's entirely possible I need to come back later. Anyway, yeah, so I will admit, I was a bit skeptical because, you know, the changes seem to be quite radical, to be honest. So I was a bit like, I don't know. That seems ominous. Just gonna throw that out there. But I will admit that.
What is that?
I'm gonna be quiet for a sec.
We must find another way up.
The witch. Wish she was here. Bet she could get us past this.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy, saving my friend, if you remember. The Black Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long. What does this goal mean to you?
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes. Or maybe I just like you.
Even though we shot your friend?
Even though you shot my friend, yes.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
Erudite as always, Kratos.
We're going to
Anyway.
another realm? Are you coming with us?
Only for a little while.
Only for a little while.
As I was saying, I was skeptical because like the changes to the combat style just seemed like, you know, very, very drastic, you know, much more slower paced. It seemed like it would be a lot more meaty, but all that skepticism has been swept away. I will say, like,
We'll
the
use this.
gameplay is just
Raython.
fun.
Can't. Sindri said it was broken.
Sindri.
The dwarf at the foot of these hills.
He was fixing it when we got here.
No one was there when I passed by. Perhaps he finished. Dwarves are awfully resourceful.
And irritating, based on the two we have met.
That too.
So yeah, that skepticism has been completely blown away, to be honest with you. Like within the first hour, well, not even that long, like the game just starts off really, really strong with this really beautiful, well-constructed opening that you need to see for yourself. And then the combat.
It is from there we travel to Alfheim. Thankfully, it's no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He just appeared one day. Soon after, Thor attacked, and their battle could be felt across all the realms. Ultimately, it ended in a stalemate, and Thor returned to Odin empty-handed. The serpent stayed and grew so large, he now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
They've hated each other ever since, destined to kill each other come Ragnarok.
You believe in Ragnarok?
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
Anyway, as I was saying, like it starts off really, really strong, and
No,
yes, the
we
combat
actually talked to the little
is
serpent.
You did.
An
definitely
exaggeration.
different,
I'm good with languages, even ones I've never heard before.
but
When he talks,
it's still really, really meaty, really, really satisfying. But
He speaks a dead tongue.
oh,
the strength of the game is not just in the fact that it is still really visceral and fun to play. It's honestly in the world and the story. So far, I'm just really, really intrigued to see where this is going. Like Atreus has actually been a really strong character, and seeing Kratos change so much since we last saw him is definitely impressive. Like, it's all in the little details that they've done, and you'll see them as we go through. And I'll talk more about the specifics of the
Watch your
gameplay
step.
changes as
Just
well as we
along here.
you
progress.
sure? We came through here before and there's no way back to talk. See?
Is that so? Let me show you something.
Oh, what's she got for us now?
Are you watching? Liosa.
What? It's solid.
Elven architecture.
Wow.
My
Okay.
bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Can I?
Wait, it won't just disappear, will it?
Thank you.
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one. Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Vanaheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother
Anyway,
told
as I
me
was saying, I
about
don't really like to
Vanir
interrupt the
gods.
story, but they're just
Just
kind of
like always
chattering
at
at the
war with
moment,
the
and
Aesir.
can't be silent the
Just
whole
like that
video. Don't
at
really
war
make for
with the
entertaining
good guy.
content.
There are no good gods, boy. Thought I taught you that.
Yeah, you know when you Kratos, you would know. Murdered half of him yourself. Anyway, yeah, like honestly, I have read some reviews, but I've stuck to the spoiler-free ones because I wanted to go into this game with fresh, open eyes, and I tried to kind of put my doubts about the gameplay changes out,
Here's
but
Temple. Built with help from the giants.
obviously you can only do so much. Each of us has biases and preferences and all that stuff,
Doesn't
but
seem very
I was
peaceful.
wrong. I'm
Everyone
just gonna
was
flat out
up.
say that I was wrong. This
Especially
game
by dead things.
is
The
blown me
risen
away
dead
so
go
far.
evermore new
It's
life.
all the little details, like the insane
Once
amount of
the roads
detail.
and
Like just look at
trails paved and
this.
full of people. Now all have
Just-
hid or fled.
Just look at this. I mean, it's
Savage
absolutely stunning. But
enough to
the game
survive.
can be pretty but shallow. But this is definitely not that. There is a ton of detail in like all the little movements between Kratos and Atreus. Like you probably saw it in the trailer at E3 where he Atreus kills that deer and Kratos goes to pat him on the shoulder and then doesn't. There's been a
Make
couple of
right at the
moments like
bottom of
that.
these stairs.
And just little moments like that just show that Kratos is trying, but he can't quite do it yet. And maybe by the end of the game he will. I don't know, obviously.
Hey, another one of those light crystals.
Wait there while I reawaken the light. Liosa.
That did it.
Okay.
What are we doing exactly?
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle.
Alrighty, will do. Hopefully we'll actually get to some combat, because obviously it is still a God of War game. It is still heavily focused on combat, and while it is different than what we perhaps remember from the original PS2 games and obviously the PS3 game, it is still meaty and satisfying and gory, but it makes sense for the game.
What? The whole entire bridge is turning. How is the whole entire bridge turning?
Good question.
Boy, you're really strong.
Just keep pushing until the bridge reaches its first position. Tired yet?
No.
He's always been really strong.
Alright, let's not stop this time, because it seems to be a bit of a pain getting going. There we go. This is a classic God of War puzzle if I ever saw one.
So about the dead. We heard someone call them Hellwalkers. But what are they?
They are poor, restless
Yeah,
souls
a theme that I have definitely seen in a lot of the reviews that I mentioned is how this series has grown up in this game a lot. Now, I love God of War 1 and God of War 2. God of War 3, let's not talk about God of War 3. But they are definitely making an effort to, you know, acknowledge the old series. I'm not forgetting it or pretending it didn't happen, but they are definitely trying to move on from that and redeem Kratos at least a little bit. Which, you know, if you would have thought in like God of War 2 or even or God of War 3, that was impossible. But
I did not hurt my back.
I'm sorry, but these lines from Kratos are so good. Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that the fact that the series has grown up, but it's still got the core and the heart of this series within it, despite that.
It was the last great act of cooperation between the realms before peace disappeared for good.
Right, so we're going back in? Oh, no, we're going in. We haven't been here yet, I don't think. Ooh, or have we? I feel like I've been here before. Possible? No, we haven't. I just got it mixed up with somewhere else. That looked. Oh no, we have. This is where the dwarf was originally for a while. Come on then.
Lyosa.
Your bowstring stopped glowing.
Its power is now depleted. Only a few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them. Your bow, please. Once you claim the light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
Will do, lady. Will do. But the writing on Kratos has actually been really good. Like he's
I'll try.
still the same sort of very grumpy person, but he's been really like lines like that.
The gods don't care for me much.
I think we have that in common. But lines like just now where Atreus is like, "Did you hurt your back?" It's like, "I did not hurt my back." It's just like so good.
This temple has been asleep underwater
There's
for
been lots of
almost
moments like that where
150
Kratos
winters.
is around like this like
It needs only
bright
the light of
characters,
the
and he's just there like
Bifrost
with this
to
like
reawaken.
consistent throne. Ridiculously good. Alright, this is a whole new area. It's very pretty.
Those roots don't look like your magic.
They aren't. These roots are part of the Great World Tree and make travel between the realms possible.
Okay. Where are we gonna go? Obviously not to Asgard. I think Kratos doesn't want to go anywhere near there.
To create travel between realms. It can capture, hold, and transfer the light of Alfheim. Place the Bifrost there.
What now?
Give it a moment. The temple needs time to wake up from its long slumber. It is from this room, and this room alone, that you will be able to cross between realms. What you see before you represents the temple in which we stand, as well as the realm towers that encircle the Lake of Nine outside. All the realms exist in the same physical space, reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim. This place can focus and control that light.
And is this the World Tree?
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world, just as we are bound to it. The tree nourishes our soils. The dew from its leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well. The bridge you pushed outside is currently positioned to lead to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim.
Alright.
Wait, is this moving the big bridge outside?
Yes, the wheel turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower on this one.
And that's why realm travel to Jotunheim is impossible. Without a tower for the bridge to lock into, the sequence can't begin.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to change realms, please.
Every realm has a travel room that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination.
Let's go!
We're ready. Remember to take the Bifrost. You don't want to lose that. Now the realm travel bridge will align, and the realm between realms will open.
Thanks, lady. Ooh, shit, son.
See that giant crystal? Each realm has a corresponding one that focuses and amplifies the power of the Bifrost, opening the bridge to that realm. That's why realm travel is only possible from this room.
What about that one realm tower missing from the lake?
The Jotunheim Tower disappeared from all realms over 100 winters ago, when the giants vanished from Midgard. Where the tower went and how they moved it remain a mystery.
Sweet.
It didn't work. We're still here.
Follow me.
The Bifrost is dark.
This trip was its last use. There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
And we'll be able to make that black breath go away?
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
Will do. Anyway, what I was saying earlier was, I love God of War, but it can be very, very silly at times. Like the scene from God of War 1 where, you know, you can do a QTE to have sex with those prostitutes or whoever they are and get red orbs out of it. Like, that's just yeah. It kind of says it all, really. They're moving away from that type of thing, I'd say. I didn't actually mean to do that. I just wanted to know what this was, but I think it goes back to the blacksmith. But I'm good for now. I spent a lot of money last time I saw him, so I think we're good for now anyway. Ooh, wow. Very, very beautiful. That's why I said wow in this game. Like, you should have a wow counter. I have a boy counter and a wow counter, because Kratos calls Atreus boy.
Welcome to Alfheim, gentlemen.
Of course he does.
Think you can spot...
Ooh,
light?
wow.
I can barely see it. Something's wrong. See that column of light on the horizon? It's housed in the heart of a ring temple. We'll find what we need there. No. No. Damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get your...
No!
Okay.
She's not dead. Is she?
Not likely. Come.
So emotional, Kratos. You bring a tear to my eye.
Look at this place.
So yeah, hopefully we'll get to some combat soon, but until we do, let's just talk more about the story
What is that?
and all the little details. As I said, like, that is kind of what brings this game to life. Like, at the start, there's this moment where at the start of the game, he just has like bandages wrapped around his wrists, and at one point, like, one of them falls off, and you can see him like grabbing at what he would expect to be there, which is obviously the Blades of Chaos. Like, there's little touches like that, and little moments with Atreus where he wants to show affection, but
Is there
he's
something glowing inside that knot?
he's Kratos. Like, it's stuff like that. You can just tell this painstaking journey that's about to take place. Like, I can't wait to just dig into more of this game, and I probably will do a full review of it when I'm actually done with the game.
I think you killed it.
I don't think he's gonna really care. So yeah, you've obviously got this axe, which is very heavy and quite slow, but very powerful.
Not our concern, boy. Focus.
That's one boy there, but not to harp on, but just wow. Honestly, I could feel the blood, sweat, and tears that went into this game, and honestly, I just don't feel like the character models themselves are nuts in the amount of detail.
They keep murdering the lighthouse.
It is war. The end of one. The robed one's lost.
Alright, let's do this, boys. Right, so Kratos does do the majority of the fighting, but you can get some help from Atreus, who can... Oh, let's... Alright, you need to die, like yesterday. There we go. Golden. Now, you do have your basic R1, R2. So R1 is light attack, R2 is heavy attack, pretty standard. You can really nicely juggle though, which I really love. But as you saw earlier, let me just move out of the way here, you can also throw the axe as well, which is pretty nice, especially when you've got a flyer on your hands or an enemy that is quite quick. There we go, beautiful. Now you might have seen the ability.
We didn't do anything.
More will come.
So you've also got the shield as well, and I've got a couple of abilities tied to it, as you can see in the left-hand corner. We've got the R1, which is that,
Where's this stuff here?
and then there's an R2 as well, which is that. Now, they have fairly long cooldowns, which you can see. The
Atreus, to me.
the bottom one hasn't even started recharging yet. But yeah, so it's pretty standard. You know, you gain experience, you get more abilities, more moves, that sort of thing. But it definitely is more RPG-y than the previous games, or way more RPG-y. As you can see, the axe is level 2. I could actually go back to the blacksmith and level it up once more. I've just got the 2 runes, which is what the abilities I have at the moment. And we can also upgrade the grip for it as well. And we can also upgrade his bow. We can also do a summon, do a rune in his one, but I haven't got anything for it yet. But you can also upgrade and equip different armor, that sort of thing. Oh, we actually have a oh no, we've already got a better one on. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, as you can see, the basic, like, oh, this one's better because it's got high stats, that sort of thing. Like, nothing you haven't seen a million times if you've played any RPG ever. But you've also got some abilities here, so let's see what we've got on our hands. So we've got precision throw combo. So what we have, after landing precision throw, axe throw, weak points and headshots, press triangle during the flash to recall that a button, axe calls the next throw melee attacks. Okay, alright, that's kind of cool, but I think I'm going to be able to pull that off that often. So aim and hold R2 to shot the violent axe cause an explosion. Ooh, alright, I like that. Let's grab that. Sweet, alright. But we've also... Oh, I actually did not mean to do that. There we go. So what else we have? We've got some upgrades on the axe. So R2 holds for a cleave. That looks pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie to you. R1 for a leaping attack. Heavy finisher. Heavy attack finisher. R1, 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 R2 to perform. So evading, R1 to perform a quick axe attack. I like that. So you can kind of dodge and then attack back from it, so you're less defensive. I like that quite a bit. But we want to use up all the abilities there, because we also have a ton of shield abilities as well. I do actually want to get this. I've been meaning to get this for a while actually. So we can block break. I haven't really seen any enemies which use shields a lot yet, but I'm sure they'll come into it. So we've got magic combat. We don't have anything like this yet. That's coming later. But what do we have here? So Atreus will help Kratos when enemy in certain vulnerable states or when Kratos is attacked. Sure, let's grab that. As you can see, I've kind of been saving up these points so I could show you the level up system. And Atreus can perform a combo move. If Kratos launches or hits him from far away. High variety of stun damage. Hell yeah. I'll see if I can show you guys the whole stun mechanic. Increases arrow melee damage. And then fire rate as well. Golden. Because yeah, Atreus is actually pretty vital to combat. There's a whole stun mechanic where basically you fill up the enemy stun meter. So shield strike. Okay, right, so I was just reading that. And then during that you can press R3 and get the very famous God of War finishing move. So yeah, you can kind of get a taste for that there. So let's just get my X back. Huh. Do I have to break both at once? That might be it, yeah. Alright, let's try and do that. Sweet. Nice. Can I have? No? Don't want it? Alright.
Can you say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Always
At least we're getting closer to the light.
the chatty little fella. Right, let's grab this chest, which isn't at all haunted or anything. What do I have?
Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this.
I'm on it, Atreus, don't you worry. But honestly, this game is just really, really cool so far. I feel silly for ever being skeptical. Oh hey, you can upgrade my axe.
I'm feeling creative today.
Alright, let's light growth of protections. What do we have? Protective barrier, or launching it in, so no perk activation chance to current a rage burst. Strength on any successful precision throw. These are all based on activation of certain abilities. Sure. Why not? Grab that. Equip that. There we go. Beautiful. We could get one of these, but I just spent all my money on my axe. So yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Where are you even carrying those?
Good question. I like that it tells you, don't worry, you don't need this for anything else. That's also a nice touch.
Also, remember to breathe.
What are you even saying? Like, breathe? What? Resurrection stones? Sure. Alright, cool. Purchase resurrection stone base here. Alright, cool. So, we can come back from death if we need. Alright, I can upgrade my wrist armor to have more stuff, so, alright, sure.
Who knew?
Yep. Dwarven Ingenuity achievement. Axe pommel. I just did that. Ooh, we can also craft some stuff, but I don't really think we have enough of anything, really. No. Okay. Atreus armor. Yeah, we haven't actually given Atreus any new
Master
armor.
Atreus, how may I serve?
Yeah, that's quite expensive. Damn. All right, we'll come back to that. Nothing. You're all good. I'm just broke. I am just broke. So yeah, I think to be honest, like this game, I think will be welcoming to God of War fans and people who haven't actually played the series before, because there are definitely references and mentions to previous stuff that Kratos has done. So I think it'd be better if you have played the games, but I don't think it's necessary. But obviously I'm saying that from a biased perspective of someone who has played the crap out of the first two games, and obviously has played the third one maybe once. So obviously I can't really talk from the perspective of someone who hasn't played the game before, but there has not really been that many references to like specifics, just references that will make fans go, oh yeah, I know what you mean, or laugh, because there's various comments that Kratos makes that are definitely references to stuff that he's done in his life.
Said nothing.
Is Kratos okay? Like, he keeps hearing things.
Okay.
Like, is he hearing me? That's just freaking me out. Oh dear.
Your mother speak of this realm.
Ooh,
Not much.
what's over here?
Just that since the elves are always fighting over the line, they kept them isolated.
Get. I don't know what that is, but I want it. Yggdrasil's Dew of Cooldown. A drink from a Dew of the Wild Tree brings lasting benefits. Cooldown permanently increased by 2. Hell yeah. How do I do that? Is that an automatic thing? Resources. Might be in there. Brazen Flame, Royal Serpent Fragment, Giant Dust. I don't see it here. Yggdrasil's. A drink from the Dew. So do I need 3? Or... I would assume I need 3 because it's not letting me do anything. Because these ones you can... Basically it's like the old games where you get like 3 feathers of Pegasus or whatever and you'd get an upgrade to your magic and stuff. This is health. And this is your rage, because you do have the Spartan rage mechanic as well. And one thing I do like about this game is that even though it obviously is a single player focused game, it still has a lot of exploration elements.
I said nothing.
Weird. Could have sworn you said something.
Oh,
What is it, boy?
Voices. You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
As I was saying, there is quite a lot of exploration to be had in this game. Obviously, like, I should probably go into that cave, because that's where that cutscene triggered, but I just want to see, you know, there could be a chest around here, could be a cool item, but we already found that Yggdrasil Dew, excuse me. So, it's definitely worth exploring, finding secrets, that sort of stuff. So, I mean, this world just begs to be explored, so there is definitely stuff to be had, and the side quests and stuff like that are just kind of naturally woven into the world. It doesn't feel like, you know, there's a person with an exclamation mark above their head or anything like that. But since the start of this video was so story based with a lot of characters standing around talking, I will show you guys a little bit more of the game, a little bit more of a feel for the combat, and just kind of round up my thoughts, which has basically just been gushing about this game for almost 40 minutes now. But honestly, it is definitely worth playing if you're a fan of the series, and even if you're not.
No.
But maybe they need help.
They do not stop us, so they do not concern us. They
maybe...
do not concern us.
Oh, Kratos, never change. Oh dear. But, you know, despite I say stuff like that, he has changed a little bit. Like, he puts up with stuff that the Kratos we know from God of War 1 and 2, and even, especially 3, would not have put up with even slightly, so... He's definitely, wow. Okay, alright. 1 second. Apologies, I just wanted to get a screenshot of that, because that's definitely a screenshot worthy. Whoever built the world for this game, or the several people. Whoa. Definitely a pat on the back. Holy crap.
Look, they have sand balls in Alfheim too.
Wow.
Should I...
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. But I don't see any ruins around here.
We must find it. Back to the boat.
Alrighty. And it also keeps that sort of one of the few things I did like about God of War 3 is it did have good puzzles and, you know, kind of explore and figure out what you have to do, and that trend has definitely continued. it's just a very different game in a lot of ways. It's definitely grown up as a series, and to be honest, it wears it very, very, very well.
It's sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war.
I mean, yes.
Far from too thick.
The blue door. That's gotta be the
Oh,
entrance.
damn it, I cut him off.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Kratos, please.
Careful, boy.
What are they doing?
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
The bridge is up. They covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
Oh, alright.
Be ready.
Oh, alright, let's do this. Let's go, boys. Alright. Fucking... Oh. Eat it! That's just so satisfying. Oh! Let's dodge because I can't see him. Where is he? Now if I were to use my fist instead, the stun bar will fill up more. And I can probably kill him quicker, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Get him, get him, get him! Oh. In the face. Oh. Back up, back up. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Oh, it's blocking. What was it? Double tap? L1? There we go. Not block now, can ya, son? There we go. So yeah, it's grown up as a series, but it still has the core of what I always loved about God of War. So yeah, long story short, I would definitely recommend this game. So what do we need to do here? Let's have a poke about first. I mean, I probably don't want to fall down there. Yeah, I'm on it, Atreus. Don't you worry. I'm just having a poke for now. I still want to know what's going on with that rune thing over there as well. Like, what does this do? Let's find out. Ooh.
Okay, so that did something. I think.
Oh. Hey, more friends. Come on, fellas. Ooh, that's like the ability I got. Come in. Right, come on. It's just very meaty, very satisfying. Like, yeah, it's slower than it used to be, but it's no less satisfying. And goodness how old Kratos even is at this point, so he probably would be slower. Alright, let us throw. What? Ow. That hurt a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, close.
We do not belong here.
I mean, you don't belong in Midgard either, Kratos. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't know how you got there, but yeah. Alright, let's do this, because I think these are gonna form a rune pattern that we can use back there. That's my theory, at least.
Wait, combined together like that, they kind of look like a rune. It doesn't make sense.
Come, back to the sand bowl.
Let's go! Then we'll probably end the video soonish, because I think I've said everything I need to say really, and I don't want to repeat myself any more than I already have, because I've just been harping on about this game for almost 45 minutes, but it deserves it, honestly. Round of applause, because, yeah.
What else were you
It's
going to
been
tell me
fun, and
Battles may be won by the better soldier.
yeah, I interrupted
Wars
you.
are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory.
No references like that. It's Kratos like, you know about war, don't you? It's like, son, I've got something to tell you.
Father, the pillars and ring form an elvish rune.
Alright. Can you read it?
Draw it.
Go for it.
Boy!
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No.
To be fair, I want Kratos as my dad, so, you know.
What's happening? Whoa! Look what we found! Father,
Yes.
the voices I heard. It was hard to make out, but way in the back I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is not possible.
But I know what I heard.
Atreus, enough.
He looks different. Look at those horns.
Behind me, boy.
Yeah, he looks like he's hurt. He's gonna hurt. No, I'm gonna go with not. Ow. Itch. Okay, it's not good already. Like, the fact that I was so low on health to start with is really not good. Ow. I mean, there's not any nearby, my friends. Maybe he'll drop somebody dies. Let's find out. He did. Lovely jumping. Alright. Ooh! Nice. Alright, let's back up because there's one behind me. Atreus, can you, like, help, please? Oh, I'm dead. I was extremely low in health and playing like crap because I'm talking, so I'm not exactly surprised. I could have used my resurrection stone there, but I won't have another crack at that because that was terrible. And then we'll end the video. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Alright. Oh, back up. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, you know what? Let's use this. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Rude. Just rude. Oh. Yeah. Shut your face. Oh. How? Alright, I need to remember that I have a shield more. Yeah, there's not any around right now, okay? So... yeah, I want that, thank you. Oh god. How could I was trying to do that ability that I bought and I couldn't remember what the control was. Alright, sure, why not? I mean, I just died, so I'm gonna go with no. Ooh. If I could lock on, that would be just peachy. Like, I want you to go off the edge, my old son. Right. Cool. Oh! Oh! Can I not be trapped in a corner? Thank you. I just saw a heal drop. I need it. Right, can you like distract him for a sec, please? Because I kind of need to heal. Ow! Ah, balls. Oh well. On that note, I think we should end the video because, yeah, that was terrible. That was bad, and I should feel bad, and I do feel bad. But despite that performance, I love this game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.